Hi Candice, we're at the Bloodstock South Africa 2-year-old sale. Wanted to catch up with you just to find out how many horses you bought. I know you've been quite active over the last 2 days, and just to see how the sale has gone for you.
Yeah, it's been an interesting sale, Troy. I think quite a nice sale, some good value, and obviously some nicely priced horses. Sale's not finished yet. I think we've got 5 at the moment. 1 or 2 more that we're still looking at still to come. So yeah, we'll possibly end up with 6 or 7 to go home with, which I think is a fairly nice number. Obviously, we don't always get all the ones we want, but I think I got a nice bunch to take home.
And we've had a few press releases talking about stakes increases across the board, a new Juvenile Series, which sort of incentivizes people getting their horses going quite early. Have you targeted specific types of horses because of that?
Look, I think it's been a wonderful incentive for Cape racing. Obviously all the new incentives and boosts that we've got now with our stakes and things. I think, we're extremely grateful for all of that, and I think it can only boost our racing and get people going again. And I think a lot of upcountry people will come down for the season, so I think it's going to make for a really good season in Cape Town. Obviously, we're all now having to get going with our juveniles a little bit earlier. I think over the last good couple of years now, I think people have taken quite some time with their juveniles, and bringing them out way later than what they probably should come out. So I think this is a nice incentive or a nice drive to get people to get their horses out there and to get going a bit earlier, and hopefully be able to fill our juvenile races a lot better than what we have been doing in the season. Obviously, when shopping and things now, obviously we're looking for horses that are fairly early and they look quite quick for these incentives. Obviously one has to try and look for the classic horses and things amongst all of that, but I think it definitely helps to, and I would imagine for breeders too, to look for horses with a bit more speed and not these, I think it's becoming a little more difficult for us to try and buy horses that are staying horses, and that specifically for that reason. So yeah, I obviously there's certain stallions and things that one looks at for that, but I've definitely brought all my earlier horses in already, and I'm getting going with them, so hopefully I can get them going by the time we start with this incentive.
And you had a really good season, a record-breaking season. So for me, earlier horses run, it gives you potential to maximize on breaking that again. So fantastic for you. What does this do for morale for the yard? Everyone's really chomping at the bit to get the Cape Summer season going.
Yes, no, we had a fantastic season last year. Obviously, our most winners, our percentages, probably the highest percentage I've had too as well. So it really has been a good season. We had a great team. That we worked together. We really worked together, all of us, from assistants to everyone to our jockeys, everybody. We've got a great relationship between all of us, and I think that's played a big part. And I think I've got a nice string of horses, and that obviously is the key to everything, is to have the string. And we got rid of a lot of our bad horses, and as I say, I've got quite a strong string, and I'm going into the summer season fairly hopeful of a good season with the team that I have. Obviously one never knows, there's a lot of improving horses and that sort of thing, but as I say, I've got a really nice bunch, and I look forward to the season ahead. Had a nice little break now in August. Most of the horses have had a break, so getting going again now, and hopefully everybody comes back fresh and rearing to go. And I think as I say, I'm really looking forward to the season, and I'm a fairly competitive person by nature, so I look forward to the challenges ahead.
It'd be remiss for me not to ask you about 2 specific horses that have done really, really well. Charles Dickens, huge potential with him. What's he doing now, and what plans do you have for him? Yeah,
he's obviously one of my big hopefuls for the season. He showed a lot of potential as a 2-year-old. He's been lightly raced. I gave him a nice little break now. He's obviously back in full work again now, and we'll head obviously the obvious races, the classic, and then onto the guineas, and we'll take it from there. Hopefully he's good enough. I certainly think he will enjoy a little bit of extra ground now. He's not going to be a sprinter, so yeah, I've got high hopes for him. I've got a good few colts there that I think are really nice. A horse, Hammy's Hero, that won his first start the other day. He's come on in leaps and bounds, so he could be anything too. And I've got that horse Le Mans also that's won 2 now, and also a lovely horse. And all these horses besides Charles Dickens qualify for the 7 million rand race in January as well. So lots of nice incentives and bonuses to look forward to. So yeah, I look forward to them.
An African Rain that was touched off in the Cape Flying surely is back to try and get the Group 1 this year in January.
Would be nice. he went up to Joburg and he ran a very credible race up there, and then I took him across to Durban, and we ended up giving him a break. We were maybe going to run him at the Mercury Sprint at the end of the season, but he drew so badly. I thought, just give him a break and bring him back to Cape Town, and he's matured into a lovely horse. I initially thought he might just be an early 2-year-old, but he's proven that he's not. And there are not a huge amount of really strong sprinters around at the moment, so unless there are some young up-and-coming ones that we'll find out about. But hopefully he can be competitive in the Group 1s this season.
Thank you for your time, Candice. All the best with the rest of your purchases.
Thank you.